Hello friends, and welcome back to Learn English podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Aaron. Today, we're exploring one of the most useful skills you can ever learn, the art of conversation.
So many of our listeners tell us, I want to speak English fluently, but I don't know what to say after hello.
Yes, or they say, I freeze. My mind goes blank. I feel nervous. If that sounds like you, don't worry. You are not alone.
The truth is, great conversationalists are not born. They learn. And today, we'll give you 21 proven hacks to talk to anyone, anywhere, with confidence.
We'll share stories, practical English phrases, and even small exercises you can try after each hack.
So grab a notebook, relax, and imagine you're sitting with us, practicing English together.
1. Smile with your eyes.
Aaron, do you remember the first time we met at that English teaching workshop?
Of course. You walked into the room with this big, warm smile, not just with your lips, but with your eyes. And honestly, I thought, wow, she looks so friendly. I can definitely talk to her.
That's the power of a real smile. People can tell when it's fake. But when you let your eyes soften, when you genuinely want to connect, others feel safe.
Example. When you say hello, don't just say, hi, nice to meet you. Add warmth in your tone and face. Try. Hi, nice to meet you. How are you today?
Practice tip. Stand in front of a mirror. Smile with just your mouth. Then smile with your whole face. Notice the difference. 2. The name power trick.
I once took a taxi, and the driver's name was Jack. When we reached my destination, I said, thank you, Jack. You drive really well. And guess what? His whole face lit up.
Yes. People love hearing their names. It makes them feel recognized. Imagine someone saying to you, nice to meet you, with your name. Doesn't it feel personal?
Example. Instead of, nice to meet you, say, nice to meet you, Jack.
Practice tip. Next time you meet someone, repeat their name at least twice in the conversation.
3. Match their energy.
Imagine this, you're excited and full of energy, but your teacher speaks very slowly and quietly. You feel a little off, right?
Exactly. If someone is calm, slow down too. If they're energetic, bring some enthusiasm. It's called matching energy.
Example. If someone speaks quietly, oh, that sounds interesting. Tell me more. If they're excited, that's amazing. Wow, really? What happened next?
Practice tip. Next time you talk to someone, pay attention to their tone and speed. Try to gently match it.
4. Ask how did you get into that?
One time, I asked a guitarist, what do you do? He said, I play guitar. End of conversation.
But when Aaron asked, how did you get into playing guitar? Suddenly, the man told him about his first guitar at age 10, his school band, and his passion. That one question opened the door.
Example. Instead of, "What do you do?" say, "How did you get into teaching/music/business?"
Practice tip. Make a list of hobbies or jobs. Write a "how did you get into" question for each one.
5. The compliment twist.
Aaron, I remember you once said to me, "Emma, you always pick such nice colors for your clothes."
Yes. I noticed your choice, not just the outfit. A generic, nice dress is okay, but that color suits you, feels thoughtful.
Example. Instead of, "nice shirt," say, "That shirt color really suits you, you have a good eye for colors."
Practice tip. Today, give someone a compliment about their choice, clothes, hairstyle, or words.
6. The 80-20 rule.
At my cousin's wedding, I met an older uncle. He told me stories for almost an hour. I hardly spoke, but later he said, "Aaron, you are such a wonderful conversationalist."
That's the magic. Listen 80% of the time. Speak 20%. People love listeners.
Example, listening phrases. Really? That's interesting. Tell me more about that.
Practice tip. Record yourself in a role play. Did you speak more or listen more? Aim for the 80-20th balance.
7. Be curious, not interesting.
When I moved to London, I tried to impress people with my travel stories. But honestly, no one seemed that engaged.
Then you changed, you started asking them questions. And suddenly, they loved talking to you.
Example. I'd love to hear more about your experience. That sounds exciting. How was it for you?
Practice tip. In your next conversation, focus on making the other person shine.
8. Use open-ended questions.
Once I asked my friend, "Did you like the movie?" He said, "Yes." End of story.
But if you ask, "What was your favorite part of the movie?" Now the person will share details.
English example. Instead of, "Do you like pizza?" say, "What's your favorite kind of pizza?"
Practice tip. Turn 5 yes/no questions into open-ended questions.
9. Drop the "me too" bomb.
A student once told me, "I love cooking."
And you said, "Me too." What's your favorite dish to cook? That simple phrase built a connection.
Example. Me too. I also enjoy hiking. Which trail do you recommend?
Practice tip. Practice the phrase, "me too," with hobbies, reading, traveling, music.
10. The 3-second rule.
I once saw a speaker I admired. I wanted to say hello but felt nervous. Then I remembered the 3-second rule. Within 3 seconds, I just said, "Hi, I'm Aaron. I love your talk."
And that led to a great chat. Don't wait. Just go.
Example. Hi, I'm Emma. I just wanted to say I enjoyed your presentation.
Practice tip. Next time you see someone you want to talk to, count 1, 2, 3, go.
11. Share microstories.
I remember one Monday morning, someone asked me, "How was your weekend?" I almost said it was fine. But then I added a detail, "It was good. I tried a new Italian cafe, and their pasta was delicious."
And that detail gave the other person something to ask. Oh really? Where is that cafe? Or, what pasta did you try? One little story can keep a conversation alive.
Example. Instead of, "Good," say, "Good, I watched a funny movie with my sister. It made me laugh a lot."
Practice tip. Think of 3 micro-stories you can use this week: food, movies, or something funny that happened.
12. Use their words.
One of my students once said, "I'm really stressed about my exam." I could have just replied, "Oh, don't worry." But instead, I repeated her word, stressed. What's making you stressed?
Yes, repeating or reflecting their words shows empathy. It makes them feel you're really listening.
Example. If someone says, "I'm tired," you reply, "Tired? Long day at work?"
Practice tip. In your next English conversation, pick one key word the other person says. Repeat it and add a small question.
13. Give future hooks.
Aaron, do you remember the time you ended a conversation by saying, "I'll tell you about my funny airport story next time"?
Yes. The next time I met that person, they immediately said, "So, what happened at the airport?" That's a future hook. It makes people want to talk to you again.
Example. I'll tell you about the strange thing that happened on the bus later.
Practice tip. End one of your chats this week with a future hook. Notice how curious the other person becomes.
14. Don't fear pauses.
When I first started speaking English, I hated silence. I thought, "Oh no, I forgot the words." But then I realized, even native speakers pause to think.
Yes, silence is not your enemy. A short pause can make you look thoughtful and confident.
Example. When someone asks, "What do you think?" Don't rush. Pause. Then say, I think it's a great idea because.
Practice tip. Next time you speak English, allow yourself 2 or 3 seconds before answering.
15. Mirror body language.
I once had a job interview. The interviewer leaned forward and spoke softly. Without thinking, I leaned forward too and lowered my voice. He smiled, as if we were already in sync.
That's mirroring, matching posture, tone, or gestures. But remember, do it subtly, not like a robot.
Example. If someone crosses their legs, you can cross yours after a while. If they smile, you smile too.
Practice tip. Watch 2 friends talking. Notice how their body language matches naturally. Try it in your next conversation.
16. Avoid one-word traps.
A friend once asked me, "Do you like English?" If I just said, yes, the conversation would die.
Instead, you can say, "Yes, I like English because it helps me make friends from other countries." Adding "because" makes your answer stronger.
Example. Instead of no, say, no, I don't enjoy horror movies because they make me too scared.
Practice tip. Take 3 yes/no questions and answer them in full sentences.
17. Humor is a bridge.
I remember spilling water during class. Instead of getting embarrassed, I laughed and said, "Well, at least the floor is clean now." Everyone laughed with me.
Humor doesn't mean telling jokes. Sometimes, just laughing at your own clumsiness is enough.
Example. If you trip, you can say, "Oops, I think the floor wanted a hug."
Practice tip. Think of one light, funny comment you can make about yourself next time you chat in English.
18. Use because.
I once said to a colleague, "Could you open the window, because it's really warm in here?" He immediately smiled and said, "Of course."
Yes, psychology shows people respond better when you give a reason. Even a simple one.
Example. Can you help me, because I don't understand this word?
Practice tip. This week, whenever you make a request in English, add the word because.
19. Respect personal space.
When I first moved abroad, I stood very close when talking. People stepped back, and I thought they didn't like me. Later, I learned they just needed personal space.
The sweet spot is usually 1 arm's length. Not too close, not too far.
Example. When greeting someone, stand at a comfortable distance and say, "Hi, nice to see you again."
Practice tip. Next time you talk, notice if the other person steps back or forward. Adjust your distance.
20. Leave on a high note.
Instead of walking away awkwardly, finish with energy. Once, I ended a chat by saying, "It was great talking to you. Let's continue this next week." The person smiled big.
People always remember the last impression. End strong.
Example. I really enjoyed this chat, Maria. Hope to talk again soon.
Practice tip. At the end of your next conversation, add 1 positive closing line.
21. Practice everywhere.
The best way to improve is not waiting for the perfect moment. Practice everywhere. Talk to cashiers, bus drivers, or your neighbor.
Yes. I once practiced English with a shopkeeper every morning. After 2 months, my confidence doubled.
Example. At the store, "Hi, how's your day going?" In a taxi, "Is traffic usually this heavy?"
Practice tip. Choose 1 small conversation every day, even just, "How are you?" counts.
And there you have it, 21 powerful hacks, with stories, examples, and practice tips to help you become confident in conversations and in English.
Which hack will you try first? Tell us in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Learn English Pod for more practical English learning.
Remember, conversations aren't about perfection. They're about connection.